Hey guys, what's going on? Advent Exotics, welcome back to the channel. Sorry again, it's been a while since my last video, but I've got a few videos in the pipeline, so they should be coming thick and fast very soon. If you remember, we are doing the giveaway video again, so you've got to look out for 2 more digits. They could be in this video, they might be in the next one, or they might be in the one after that. You've got to look through the videos, watch the whole video, and try and figure out what those last 2 digits are going to be in with a chance to win the giveaway. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can scroll back a couple of videos and you'll see exactly what I mean. Basically, you're going to come up with a 4-digit number, which is going to be basically a date of a significant moment in history. Okay guys, so last time I think it was 1969, so the moon landing. This one will be very similar. You're going to come on a live with me, you're going to pick one of 5 golden envelopes, and it's going to be a prize that you will win. I think the last winner won a £250 voucher. So some really cool prizes up for grabs. So you've got to be in it to win it, guys. So if you want to know more information about the giveaways, then like I said, scroll back a couple of videos. I go into it in a bit more detail. So guys, in today's video, it's going to be a bit of an update. Something a bit different. Wasn't the update I was expecting, put it that way. As some of you will know, that I was planning to make the shop bigger, to expand. It's not happening now, at least not this year. Unfortunately for me, but you know, good for them that the tenants next door are staying for another year, so we can't do anything quite just yet. So with that being said, I still wanted to give the shop a brand new look, and just to keep reinventing the shop, keep it looking fresh, keep it looking different. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm planning to do in a few seconds. Hopefully you'll like it. It's just a few gentle upgrades, but it will make the shop look a lot better, a lot cleaner, and I'm really looking forward to getting it done. So without further ado, guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Guys, we come behind the scenes. You'll see there, in the way actually, is a big old stack of 12 of the new Habitat. Well, they're not new, they've been out for a while, but they are the Habitat 45, 45, 60 blacked out enclosures. So the sides and back are blacked out. Obviously I like the old ones, which I'll show you in a second. I like the fact that I've done the sides with expanding foam, make it look a bit more naturalistic, but they are a bit small for some of the animals that we have, so we are upgrading everything. Sorry, you're seeing the little bearded dragon. Bearded dragon's not in there, he's actually on the other side in there. But hey, so I'll quickly show you what this looks like inside. And what I like about these is they actually have a built-in lock, whereas the ones before, again I'll show you, you have to put one of those padlocks in. And it's very fiddly, especially when you're doing your checks every day, and then when customers wants to see them, it's very fiddly trying to get it in and out of the hole. But that just opens like that. It's one single door. So obviously this is not finished, but as you can see, the sides are blacked out, the back is blacked out. You can see me, hello. But yeah, we've already done the bioactive layers, if you like, the drainage layers, the mesh, the substrate. Now the substrate is a mixture of Eco Earth, the Arcadia Earth Mix, which has got all sorts of bits and bobs in it, even manure and all sorts of things, worm manure and things like that. And it's got activated carbon in it as well, all mixed in. Obviously we've got to plant these properly still. I'll put some cork bark and make them really pop and come to life. That's my next project. But obviously once the Jungle Dawn LED lights are on top, because these are blacked out, you don't really lose that much light, so it really lights them up. And obviously those type of lights are fantastic for the plant growth. So they're going to look absolutely amazing when they're done. We got one at home with a white street frog in it, and it looks absolutely insane. So really can't wait to get these going, get these on the shelf on display. You can actually add water to these and make sort of mini paludariums, but we're not doing that. We're just going conventional bioactive. Now these are available to obviously buy in the shop as well. They actually come flat packed, which you might think, flat pack glass tank, how does that work? So really easy. So the base is complete in the box. You then get 4 poles to put in either side, and then things go over and you twist them in and then you slot the lid and screw the actual frame of the lid in there. It's really, really simple. It literally takes probably a minute and a half to put it together. And like I said, nice easy lock. So it literally goes up, goes down. So when we're dealing with customers in the shop and people want to see an animal, we haven't got to fiddle around with a padlock, making sure they can't see the combination and then putting it up there, then putting it back, and it doesn't fit quite through the hole properly. It's a bit annoying. So these are much better in terms of practicality. There goes another one there. Like I said, they're not done yet, they're not completed. They're still got to be planted. These are really cool. I love these. These have got like a wire bar inside, so you can bend them and manipulate them how you like. So they've all got those in, doing various things. And obviously we'll have different plants for different animals. We'll have some cork bark in there. We'll do a few bits and bobs. Glass will be nice and easy to clean. It's one solid piece rather than so I do like that feature a lot better. And then we can close it off again. So I've got 12 of those, and I'll show you exactly where they're going to go. If you've been to the shop, you'll know. So let's come back around here, excuse the mess. Here we are. We're not actually open yet. We've still got another hour or so before we open. I thought I'd come in and do a few bits. So obviously this is the old bank of glass tanks. So these are all 30, 45s. And obviously you've got a couple 45 cubes there and there. That one's broken, long story. But basically, because I've had to do the backs and sides, I've had to use a heat light. Obviously a heat mat won't penetrate through the expanding foam, which sort of forced us to use the light, which in a home I wouldn't recommend with the ambience, but in the shop, because we're in a garden centre, it can get a little bit chilly in here. So we do get away with using that. Now it's not the best thing you can use, especially for frogs. They would do much, much better with a heat mat. So those new tanks have all got adhesive heat mats stuck to the back, and they will of course stay on 24/7 on a thermostat. But yeah, so basically what we're going to do is we've got to do a bit of configuration first, but these two shelves here, they've got to drop down a level to those pegs there, just so those tanks can fit in. So we're going to have those new ones all the way across there, and basically all the way across here. So it's going to be a bank of 12, so basically each bank here fits 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12. That's the idea. We can get rid of the live plants, we can put them somewhere else, because we've got to also reconfigure a few things, because there's a few things when you've got a shop, when you've got a certain space, you fill it, but then after a while you sort of think to yourself, there's so much more I can do with the space. And unfortunately, you know, we're not going next door anymore. Obviously we were going to put a big hole through that wall and go into the next space. That's not happening. So the next best thing is to utilize the space we have a lot better. So things like all these glass tanks on top of here, they're going to be moved to the other side. We've got some pegboard here. This is just sort of a mishmash of products, which I don't really like. So we're going to get some more pegboard. We're probably going to put it where that t-shirt is and just hang the Arcadia Pro T5 lights, obviously because they're long, they take up a lot of space. So all this space in the middle there really is just sort of wasted. And we could be getting rid of things like heat mats and trailing plants, things like this. Anything that can be hung, we're going to hang, basically, which should free up some spaces. Books are going to go on another bookshelf, so we should get a few more shelves to play with. We're going to probably move the live food down one. It's just going to look completely different, guys. So when you come in, if you've been in here before, when you do come in, it's going to look completely different. Especially this side, because this side is what's going to be transformed. It's the first thing you see as you come through the doors. It's the most visited area, because obviously the live food substrates and things like that. And obviously you're going to walk into those brand new gorgeous enclosures. I cannot wait to get them going. Obviously we've got cork bark down there. We might do something with cork bark because we've got some space on the other side as well. I'll show you the other side quickly. So basically this is the other side. Obviously we've got our fridge, which is not a fridge anymore, it's heated. That has our inverts in. If you're wondering why we keep them that way, basically every council is different. Our council requires us to keep anything venomous, so spiders and scorpions and things, in a container within a container. So basically they're in a separate containers, and then the actual unit acts as a container because it's obviously closed door. So they get out of the boxes in there, they can't actually get out of the actual fridge. I don't like that, but it's what we had to do at the time. Obviously we've got a freezer there. We've also got another freezer here. So we are going to move things around. We're going to get rid of some things. Got a big sailfin dragon. You saying hello? Hello. That's her enclosure there. But yeah, we're going to reconfigure stuff because we've got some empty spaces down here as well. Some substrates that we bag up ourselves. Some overspill of cork bark. We've got cork bark sort of everywhere, some big bits. We've got some bamboo stuff and some bigger cork bark and things like that. So there's a lot we can do to change the look of the shop without actually doing too much. So hopefully we're going to be starting it sort of early next week. So certainly by next weekend, if you are a local visitor or you frequent the shop quite regularly, you're going to see a massive difference. Obviously, if you've never been to the shop or watched my videos before, it's not going to look any different because you've got nothing to compare it to. So anyway, that's basically what we're going to do. That's basically how we're going to move forward, as we can't go next door, which is a shame, but we'll certainly do that next year. The opportunity arises. As soon as the opportunity arises, we're doing it. There's also talk of another shop opening, so stay tuned for that, because that's a very, very strong possibility this year. But yeah, pretty much it's just going to look completely different. So I can't wait to get going. I love a bit of hard work. I love seeing the end result of things. I like things looking different and looking fresh, and I like seeing people's faces when they come in and they just sort of go, wow, this looks so much different. This looks better. This looks amazing. I crave all that stuff. So I'm really going to put the work in to transform the shop a little bit. The tanks, you know, these are all going to stay the same. I might spruce them up a bit. I might add cork backgrounds to the arboreal enclosures just to give it a fresher look. But other than that, the actual enclosures are pretty much going to stay as they are in terms of placement anyway. So we might move that. We might move that. We might get another stack of enclosures there, or we're definitely going to move that one. That was from home. That was just an overspill. See some geckos in those smaller enclosures there, some baby raws in there. That's primarily a raw python baby rack. These tanks along here, they are snake enclosures, so they would be raw pythons as well. I think there's a hognose, an albino hognose. Yeah, there she is at the back there. Sort of a subadult albino hog. San Diego albino gopher in there. We have some baby panthers in there. We have loads of bearded dragons. So there's 4 enclosures of bearded dragons there and 1 on the other side. Now this weekend, guys, is the last weekend that we are doing the free bearded dragon with setup offer. So it'll be your last chance to take advantage of a free bearded dragon. We have this handsome chap here. He's great for the kids because he's fantastic at hand feeding. We have a pair of smaller panthers. The male's there on the left, the female on the right. Along here is where we keep all our leopard geckos. We've got some fat-tailed geckos there as well, and a baby fire skink, which is captive bred. On the end there, we have our Aki or spiny-tailed monitor in there. This is a nosy, a Mitsio, if I pronounce that right, male panther. We have a nice carpet python in there. Really enjoys that enclosure, so he's in a 3-foot tall enclosure. There you go. He's crushed it around a bit, so I need to actually move his probe for his thermostat, for his thermometer. That one's empty. Did have our leech in it, which went at the weekend. We have a green basilisk in there, otherwise known as a Jesus lizard. They're the ones that can run on the water when they're scared. Some more beardies down the bottom there. That one's empty at the moment. I've got a nice hypo boa coming for that enclosure. Here we have some baby gargoyle geckos, baby tokay gecko, again captive bred. There he is. He's just chilling out. Hello. So baby tokay, some cresties. You've made a mess of your glass. some Cresties, and there's a nice lily white Crestie hiding up in there. We have a full range of live food in, fresh delivery. So like I say, if you are local, come and get your live food. We stock everything from dubias, springtails, waxworms, but we're out of stock. They're the only things I didn't have. Fruit flies, moreos, all ranges of locusts, crickets, mealworms on the end. But yeah, pretty much it. That's an update of the shop and what we're doing and what we plan to do. We have a European-eyed lizard trying to escape. But yeah, pretty much it, guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little update video of the shop. And guys, there we have it. Another video. Did you see the 2 digits pop up? They might have done, they might not have done. But the whole point of it is that you watch the videos, you get involved, and you look for those 2 digits. If it wasn't in today's video, it could very well be in the next one coming up. So guys, I hope you like the route or the direction that I'm going with the shop. As I say, I can't. It's unfortunate that we're not expanding quite just yet, but it will happen. It will come eventually, just not now. So we're going to do some little subtle changes in the shop. We're going to make things look a little bit different, do a few different things, not all of which I've mentioned in this video, but just a few steps that we're working towards to make it a better place to come, to look around, and just interact with these amazing animals. So guys, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. As always, leave your comment down below. Don't forget to ting the notification bell. That way you won't miss the video that has the 2 digits if it's not this one. Leave a like and make sure you subscribe. So guys, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.